JK. Well, it is going to be Warrior versus Warrior.
Control
So
Warrior
buckle
versus
up.
Patron. We talked about that. You said it. The Control Warrior is coming out from Ohio State, as we expected. I suspect we're in for another very long game.
Yeah.
Although, blowouts happen.
Not very often in this matchup.
Armor pass.
It's actually theoretically impossible for a blowout to happen in this matchup.
You've never seen Frothing Berserker, have you?
I guess so. If you curve out really, really well.
Shredders are important to get if you want to really get that blowout going.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, the Gnomish Inventor is not something I see that often anymore.
Yeah.
In Patron. It looks like a bit of a, I don't want to say an older list, but it's not as tempo heavy as some of the other ones we've seen.
Yeah. Turn 2. What to do?
Armor pass. Your move.
Take up. Take up.
Oh, goodness. All right, so let's make a bet, TJ. How much health does each of them get to at the maximum? Like, I want to know what you think Ohio State gets to. I want to know what you think the Wisconsin team will get to.
146.
Each?
And Wisconsin will get to 0. Because this matchup's really tough for Patron Warrior.
Well, there are 2. I'm not saying what, like, obviously somebody has to go down to 0. Like, what's the maximum amount of armor they will reach, respectively?
Theoretically, Control Warrior can get a lot higher armor.
But shield block.
I guess Wisconsin does run shield block, so that means it's skewed a little bit more. But Ohio State probably runs Justicar, they run Shield Maidens.
They run Bash.
Bash, probably. Don't know for sure.
It's not a guaranteed thing.
No, not at all.
All right, so Ohio State. It's kind of hard to talk about this.
All right, let's talk about why this matchup is tough for the Patron Warrior.
Right. Patron Warrior nowadays, at least, has a very limited amount of burst, a little bit like Oil Rogue.
Yeah.
They have a limited amount of reach. They can't suddenly burst you. It used to be tough. It's even tougher now. Because when you play the Patrons, the opponent can simply brawl. Now they can do it in a very natural way without any risk of getting blown out the turn afterwards. Prior to that, it used to be a little bit easier when you can charge with the Patrons and get some damage in immediately. That's not the case anymore. So Grom Hellscream has to be played. Dr. Boom has to be played, and they have to get some damage and a lot of it, for you to reach.
Yeah, and there's a couple different forms of Patron Warrior currently.
Right.
There's the pretty much the old school Patron Warrior, but just with extra threats in, like Dr. Boom and Grom, which is what Wisconsin's running. They have a lot of cycle with shield blocks. And with the Dread Corsairs. And there's also a new, sort of new age patron that's very minion heavy that runs Shredders and Sludge Belchers. And sometimes even run like Sylvanas as a 6-drop along with Dr. Boom and Grom. That's the one that's actually better against Control Warrior. Because it's very tempo oriented and very creature focused. Unlike this one that Wisconsin's running, where it's going to be really hard for them to ever find a win condition.
Well, I mean, one of the Shield Slam was used right now on a 2/4 Gnomish Inventor. The idea is probably deny them a Cruel Taskmaster Battle Rage, but I didn't expect that. It's a very low value and low threat minion to use one of your prime removals against, but I guess when you're sitting on Sylvanas, double Shield Maiden, Dr. Boom, and Grom, removal is probably something your opponent's gonna need and not you.
Yeah. You're gonna start chipping away.
Putting a dent in the armor. A little bit.
But I don't think they're gonna get very far.
I mean, now it depends. I mean, if you play the Fiery War Axe, it's gonna be a fairly passive turn, but it will be followed by a Coin Dr. Boom if it's needed.
Yeah. And did Wisconsin? We didn't even see many big threats from Wisconsin's deck.
Yeah,
we see the Grom
Dr.
now,
Boom.
but a lot of they have a lot of the old patron pieces. They have double shield block, double gnomish,
and double ghoul even.
They might not even have room for any of these cards. Like this might be full on the on the patron combos.
Yeah, I feel like it's missing the Paladin Shredder approach. You know, where you play for tempo and you just try to get decent minions to stick. You're playing kind of like a druid. That's kind of how Patron Warrior plays nowadays.
That's a bad hand.
Yeah, not something you want ever. Battle Rage, because you haven't lost health, is only going to draw as many cards as your minions are damaged. So you're going to have to wait a lot longer before anything is done. And with the threats that are going to be falling down from Ohio State, I feel like the game could be a blowout, but not the way I expected it to maybe go.
A blowout that'll last 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, who said you had to blow on the candle really, really hard?
Yeah. Who said?
Who said? Who said you had to? Certainly not Ohio State. Oh, goodness. All right.
Well, the option is Shield Maiden or Coin Dr. Boom.
You can play Sylvanas to force
It just dies to the...
Well, but that's the thing. You're forcing the Death's Bite away from some kind of combo play because they won't want to play a minion with it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I must choose.
They're agonizing over the choices.
Yeah, look at him. He really is agonizing. He's
like,
stressed.
oh, what's going on? Is there a misplay? What if they played Patron in a Rage Whirlwind? We don't have Brawl. They're kind of correct though in that if they're thinking about that for sure, that's one of their worries because if Wisconsin had Patron, had Inner Rage, they have nothing to deal with it.
That's true.
Armor made to fit.
All right, so Wisconsin will be, they will be having to trigger that Battle Rage at some point. Now is as good a time as any. You're getting 2 cards out of it. You need to find patrons. You need to find your Inner Rages to get those going. And that's step 1.
Yeah. And they do find the patrons. Enhance!
Wisconsin feeling very confident. The support of the hat.
It's like, this thing's getting itchy.
You picked the wrong matchup to wear that. To wear that hat. I should have thought that. Should have thought about that first. Oh man. All right.
Confirmation. We got confirmation that it is an Abathur hat.
Yeah, I figured, I saw it at BlizzCon, I think. Being sold for $40 on Blizzard Store. So if you guys want to get one, the virtual ticket would give you access to it, I think. I'm not sure. I think that's where you get it. It looked cool. I really want to get one.
There it is.
It looks gorgeous. Look at that. It's got 3 eyes.
Apparently it's itchy.
Although right now, Wisconsin did pick up the Inner Rage to go with the patrons. Can they get this turn to do anything? I mean, they can go... they can do whatever they want here. Fiery War Axe, Patron, Inner Rage, Whirlwind. And that's basically giving them 4 patrons, and they can kill the Belcher. So the
4
slime,
patrons. One will be 1 health though, so we'll get traded into the slime.
Right. Is it better to go double Whirlwind? Oh, Whirlwind Battle Rage. I can actually understand this. Makes a lot of sense, but the Belcher will be getting even more kills.
Yeah, that's 3 extra. That's 3 additional cards too, John. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I like that play.
They realize that if this match goes to fatigue, they probably have lost already at that point.
And if they have Brawl, I need to have a backup plan, and they found it. So this Grim Patron, number 2, is entrance against the possibility of a Brawl. We'll see what happens here. Cruel Taskmaster can kill a Patron. Execute can kill the other one. The Belcher can finish off one of the 3 health ones. But unfortunately, the other one that's at 3 health is not manageable for now.
Yeah.
Grom, Hellscream, Coin, Execute could do it. But it's kind of mediocre.
Grom, Coin, Execute. Still leave you with 1.
Yeah, you still have a Patron to deal with.
Yeah. But if you can leave the 1 health one, you know that your opponent can't propagate more.
Yeah. Replicating Patrons is quite an art.
Yes. Kappa Ross.
It takes a lot of social evolution to teach bearded men to replicate. Very advanced civilization here. Alright, so he is going for the Grom Execute play.
Yeah. And they do execute the 2 health patrons. That means no more replications for these patrons. Their species will be extinguished.
Somewhat soon, though. It's not quite over. There's another patron to take on the beacon. Oh, oh wow. Although this patron is doing so much work at 5 attack. Do you see this? This is insane. Well, how do you play this, though? Do you slam trade? I feel like that's probably your best plan of a...
It looks like they were thinking about like Grim Patron,
but you only
trade
spawn
Whirlwind.
2, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's okay, but you only spawn like an extra one as opposed to slam. I don't know. If they couldn't deal with the ones you had, they could probably not deal with 2 more. So that line of, that line of reasoning is probably consistent with what they did already.
Yeah.
And right now they're right. There is in fact in Ohio State no way to handle these 2 patrons. Death Bite's good, but it doesn't deal with everything. And if another Whirlwind effect is picked up somehow,
they can just Death Bite, armor up, and
pass, yeah.
Both innate Whirlwinds are gone. 1 Inner Rage is gone.
And if 1 Whirlwind is played, then the 3-2 Whirlwind patron, 3-2 patron becomes at 1 health, which means your Death Bite AoE will deal with it. So Death Bite obviously is the correct play.
Mm-hmm. And they know that 1 Death Bite's gone as well, and if they don't know the second Death Bite, they'd have to like override it with a weapon.
That's very specific.
Yeah.
I mean, Unstable Ghoul would do quite a bit of work. Even Dread Corsair would, given that it would protect this patron and force your Death Bite. Oh, they can override it if they want to.
Wow.
Is there even a good reason?
I don't know. That's a lot of resources to use.
Yeah, you wouldn't get much mileage out of it, unfortunately. You could play double Acolyte for draw when their Death Bite pops. Maybe you find Frothings somehow. And without Brawl, you still have a chance of getting damage in. Uh-oh.
I don't even know if the Brawl's... I guess Brawl would probably be worth it.
Not right now, maybe. But there's definitely a point where it'll be, like the fact that you hold it, I think means your win rate is basically 99%.
Yeah.
After dealing with the 2 patrons with, other methods, having the Brawl on the back end, it's guaranteed not to be a problem if they play Frothing Berserkers. Grom Hellscream, sure, is a bit of an issue. But I'm sure you can find a way to deal with that when you've got, 75 health. They are going to Brawl right away. Okay.
They can kill whatever comes out of it. And patrons are gone, so they know that the board's not going to be big. It's not getting any draws out of the Acolyte of Pains.
Yeah, they're going to get themselves a bit more armor too if they want to go for the double Armor Smiths at some point. It's just that right now with the patrons gone and the Acolyte's not giving draw, sure they didn't accelerate the fatigue, which I thought they might want to do.
Yeah.
But they're also very comfortable with, Dr. Boom and Sylvanas. Death's Bite with Dread Corsair. That's going to give them a board and the ability to enable Grom Hellscream. If there's no execute, that's pretty solid. Is that it?
Just going for it.
And there's no answer right now. Bash is Bash. Oh, still no answer, right?
No, it's no answer. This cool Taskmaster on the Armor Smith and Bash is 6 damage total.
6 damage total, yeah. You'd be 1 away from really killing it.
They can't kill their own Sylvanas because they're still 1 damage away from killing their own Sylvanas also.
Yeah, and 1 mana as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you just armor up and play it very slowly. Even that Grom is chipping away at your health, if anything. Like, you could play Dr. Boom here and still be okay with it. Dr. Boom armor up and just pass. Go face with the Armor Smith and that's it.
Yeah.
This is a game that's hard to lose for the Control Warrior, not even hard to win. Now that the 2 patrons have been defused, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, you'd have to with Frothing Berserkers, but like we talked about earlier...
No more charge.
No more charge!
And they will be able to get 14 damage in, but with 2 Armor Smiths on the board, you have to handle those at some point.
Blood and plunder.
Wow.
Made to fit.
I mean, they're just all in at this point. I don't even know.
You have to kill the armor smiths for sure, no matter what you do. And you have to kill everything on the board and hope your Grom can stay. So this is their best chance. Override the Death Bite. Get yourself an AoE to kill everything. And then if Dr. Boom if your Grom lives, you can still win. That's going to take a lot of work, a lot of luck even. All right, first Boombot did nothing. Second one either. And they're able to stay with the Grom. And Bash will do nothing. But Brawl number 2.
Wow.
It could do nothing as well. Unless they play Sylvanas and Bash the Armor Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That probably is... Actually, no, they can use the Armor Smith and the Bash now to kill Grom. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's it. Like, Wisconsin has nothing.
Yeah, they went for the play that could win.
Yeah.
They went
Which
for
is a bold move, you know, just hoping your opponent doesn't have any answers.
Yeah, I think the play was correct overall. Oh, a little bit more damage coming out.
I don't think it's enough, though. That Frothy Berserker is going to have to carry them to victory, and with a Sylvanas in the hand of Ohio State.
You don't believe in the frothing?
No. Once upon a time, I did.
Well played.
And they will shorten my misery. I mean, Ohio State's misery.
Everyone, get in here.
All right, so Wisconsin is gonna give it up. They absolutely just the play they made with Grom, I think, indicated they knew that they had
Whoa!
won. Ohio State is surprised.
That guy was Batman last week.
Really?
He's intense.